Flying out of France will become more expensive for air passengers from next year. The new eco-tax is part of the French government's environment policy aimed at fighting climate change.
La France s'est engagée à ce que l'Europe...
France is committed to what Europe is putting forward on taxing air travel. There is increasing awareness and things are beginning to move, but this is urgent. Like other countries, we have decided to put in place an eco-tax on air transport on all flights departing from France.
The tax will only apply to outgoing flights, not to those flying into France or transiting. Fares will increase by $2 for an economy class ticket within the European Union. Business class flights outside the EU could cost an extra $20. At Paris's Orly airport, the response to the tax was mixed.
It's good in principle, I suppose, but how can we be sure where the money will go or what it's really spent on?
It's a good initiative, but I feel it's always the ordinary people that pay, and companies should take more responsibility for the state of the planet.
Climate campaigners say that the aviation industry is responsible for nearly 5% of global carbon emissions. The French government says that their new eco-tax will raise around $200 million a year, money they say that they will spend on less polluting modes of transport, such as rail. The eco-tax has already proved unpopular with some investors. Shares in Air France fell after the announcement. Last year, French President Emmanuel Macron scrapped plans for a similar eco-tax on diesel fuel that sparked months of yellow vest protests. But some activists welcome the move by France.
Governments historically have seen aviation as a bit of a no-go area in terms of taxation or other measures that could help tackle emissions. Let's hope that at the moment there's a bit more consumer readiness to accept that if we're going to tackle the climate emergency, we're going to have to make changes in our lives.
Air passenger numbers are expected to double in the next 2 decades. The French government says the situation is urgent and that other EU nations should do more to crack down on an industry which is one of the world's biggest polluters. Natacha, Butler, Al Jazeera, Paris.